Kristen with Nerdette's Newsstand, and I want to do a new segment that gives less attention to the really bad titles out there, and I'm going to put it together, do the worst of the week, so I can I would rather talk about fun things than I would to talk about bad titles. Well, this week we have 2 winners. But let's first talk a little bit about the multiple DC Future State titles that head back for a second printing. Now, this is a really good sign. Does it mean anything? Not necessarily. It could just be it was undershipped. But it really does look like Future State is doing well. It is selling out of everything that was printed and shipped, and they're needing more, specifically on Next Batman 1 and 2, Wonder Woman 1, Harley Quinn number 1, Swamp Thing number 1, which surprised me, but it was a good title, so I totally understand. Ram V does a great job with that. And then I also believe there is Teen Titans number 1, first appearance of Red X, right? All of these titles are going to a second printing. They've got a new cover, and you're going to be able to get them if your shop was previously sold out. And I do know that digital sales are up like 10%. It's doing well. Let's be real, it's doing well. We won't actually know how well or if it's any better than previous events until we get the Comic-Con numbers, but I do think it's a good sign. So I like that we're seeing that at least. So let's talk about the worst of the week number 1. And that comes from number 2 comes from Stephanie Phillips too. Yeah, I'm not trying to pick, honey. I am not trying to pick. But you haven't been in the industry that long. I did check out a few of her things long ago. Right? I had read Artemis and the Assassin, and then I think she did a Comixology Unlimited series that was called Postal. They weren't bad. They weren't anything I would write home about, but this is bad. This is really, really bad. So they make Harley Quinn into a snitch. Now I'm going to have obviously spoilers in case you don't want to hear it, but they make Harley Quinn into a snitch for personal freedoms. Now, this woman went through getting beat up and blown up and bloodied by Joker, and then went through the PTSD of being with Joker, then went with Ivy, then went through the PTSD of being without Ivy, and now she's suddenly going to get caught in a second from the magistrate and turn all of her friends in. Totally believable, Stephanie. I would totally buy it. Okay, so we have Jonathan Crane. Now, I do want to say something positive about this before I go any further. I don't want to completely dog on it, but the art, besides some weird camera angles that could be fleshed out in a later, issue, is beautiful. It's very future-esque. The coloring is very cool. I love the art. It almost reminds me of like Batman Beyond kid type Harley. Like if you had Harley Beyond, that's what I feel like this would look like. So we have Jonathan Crane, and he has taken off the mask because, wait for it, his fear toxin made everyone scared in Gotham, but under the mask, he was really the one that was scared. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Okay, we're gonna move on. So basically, he's giving her little freedoms in order to get these people, right? So she's gonna give up all of her friends. Okay, so they're not necessarily friends, but she's gonna give up all of the other villains. Like, do villains have professional courtesy? I don't know, maybe they don't. So, first it's Pig. I like Pig as a villain, simply because a character like that could have he does have a cool backstory with him as a child, but trying to get perfection will never be obtainable. And then on top of it, it's subjective. Beauty's always going to be subjective. So I don't know, it could be fleshed out in a much better way. He could be utilized in a much better way, but he's off the table now because, Harley knew exactly how to catch him, and it works literally the first time. Every single time. The first time, every single time. Yeah. So she gets her handcuffs off, right? And then they go to Firefly. And I don't know who came up with the villain name that we haven't seen yet, Firebug. but I love it. It's adorable. So basically, we see her, being Harley, doing like shadow puppets and shit, and yeah. So he says, create a fire, he'll come. Holy crap, that was miraculous, Harley. How did you do that? How did you see? Okay. Anyways, she gets a few more freedoms, but the big man on the totem pole is Black Mask. All right. But she doesn't catch him yet because she's going to be able to catch everybody else really, really quick. But Black Mask is going to be all right. Okay, it's totally believable. But he does look cool. Like I said, if the writer was better, this art is so cool. I want to see like an animated series of this art. But regardless, so that's the end of that. Yep. Aren't you super impressed? I can tell. I can totally tell. Let's go to the second worst of the week. Okay, they're definitely tied. And that's Sensational Wonder Woman by Stephanie Phillips. God, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. I guess it could work. They used Dr. Psycho as a misogynist, and that's what he was. When William Moulton Marston actually thought up Dr. Psycho, it was to be the embodiment of hate, right? Misogyny. In abnormal psychology is such as the ability to basically blame everything on women. We're not even going to sugarcoat it here. So, okay, you got Dr. Psycho. But my God, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below if I'm allowed to give my opinion. I am a woman. Okay, let me explain here. She's a housewife. Now, mind you, this is all in a coma. And she's ridiculous as a housewife. But she's like, well, sorry, supper's not done, honey. The least I can do is have something nice waiting for you. That's really why I'm here after all. Okay, so that tells me what you think of women. And this art, it is webtoons level bad. And that's no offense to webtoons. That's where a lot of people get their start. But what I mean by that is really bad webtoons that get no traction. What is this? I don't know. I looked at this panel and I'm like, what am I looking at? This is absolutely horseshit. She's basically like, yeah, I'm clumsy. I will do anything you say. Maybe we just need to go for a walk and I can clear my head. And oh my God, Douglas, there's a child in the street. We've never seen this scene before, ever. She's gonna save him. But even though she did something good, and look at this, please look at the screen right now. But why, if this was crashed, one of the lights are actually off. It's off. It wouldn't be lit up. There is no tire tracks. That looks like a fourth grader's car. Okay. So, regardless, even if we leave the bad art to the side, it's the writing that really, really damns this. Because, he's mad that she saved a child. Because she could have been killed. But she wasn't. How about this? That's a job for the police. You are just a woman. Okay. All right. I get it's Dr. Psycho. I totally get it. This is bad. You better, in the next issue, have a complete exposition dump on who Dr. Psycho is and why he hates women, why he blames everything on them. Because this don't work otherwise. This absolutely does not work otherwise. It is, it's garbage. I don't have anything else to say. Like, he says, "How dare you defy me?" with the biggest mouth ever. You are my wife. What the fuck? Yeah, not a recommend. Not even a little bit. Not either one of them. And I actually had high hopes for Stephanie in the DC universe. I mean, some of her stuff is standable, but my God, what the fuck is what think about this. This is the writer that's going to be writing Harley Quinn, the main series, in March. Okay? Now, pair that with Riley Rossmo's art. I don't think I'm going to buy it. This is the first time I actually am going to skip Harley Quinn in a long time. At least Black Label. I did skip quite a bit of Sam Humphrey stuff, but I'm not buying it. I'm not wasting my money. I was on the fence because of Riley Rossmo's art. This pushed me over the fence. This is bad. She has zero talent, at least that I've seen so far. Maybe, okay, a little bit in past stuff. She did Butcher in Paris and some of the other stuff, but that stuff was okay. It was standable. This, I can't even read it. It's a shame. It really, really is a shame, because I'm going to finish up Harley Quinn Future State, but then I'm done. You lost customers, and it's not just me. I haven't heard anybody say anything good about this title. Not a single person. Well, at least we got good Wonder Woman. Let me know what you guys think about either one of these titles. I'm shocked. I'm really, more than shocked, I'm disappointed. Harley Quinn is one of my favorite characters, and it's losing the title, the ongoing now, and really looking forward to Future State title, and have it just be absolute trash. Unlikable character, completely different. I'm disappointed that they put her in charge of this. They put her in charge of character assassination. Anyways, let me know, of course, what you guys think about this, or if you read it and you think I'm off. I would love to know why. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and subscribe stars. You guys literally make this channel possible. Huge thank you to Cage the Mick, Robert Mick Twiz, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris Z, David L, David Rafford, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Mighty Paws, Mike Buckner, Maizen Barbosa, Ruskart, Ryan Decker, Robert Hoffman, and Doc Holliday. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget on the way out to like as always if you enjoy the content, and hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.